town of Damascus. Not a very big town, but there's outfitters here, a place to restock, and on the sidewalk here they have all these where you can buy the bricks and put your trail name and stuff on it, or pretty much whatever you want. Pretty neat little town. We'll show you some more here in a minute. Today's the 17th of May, coming out of Damascus. I met up with my brother Snake again for another couple days second hike. This is part of the Creeper Trail coming out of Damascus. Comes over the bridge, which was an old railroad track. Pretty cool. So coming out of Damascus, and we've got cows walking through somebody's field, but that's where it goes. Steak. About to eat good tonight. Why is a big one too? Should be back. Today is March 19th, and there, right up in there is our first sighting of some wild ponies. So hopefully we can get a little closer later on. Show you some of that. Up the trail here, you got Mount Rogers up in the distance. There's a summit up there, and we climbed a half mile up there, and there's absolutely no view. It's just a big rock with a plaque on it. So that was fun. But then you come up here, and then you come up to this is a Thomas Knob shelter. Pretty rocky, but a nice little stop. And out the back here, I'll show you out the back here in a second. Coming out of the back of the shelter, there's Mount Rogers again. And you get this nice spring right down there. So in addition to the wild ponies, we now have longhorn cows. Coming right up to me. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah. She's gonna eat you. She's a curious one.
He wants there's a lot of salt on that place.
So many ponies, they're everywhere.
Oh, the big old cow. Oh.
Just hanging out here in the Grayson Highlands area. And we got some curious cows.
Oh, no, look at this. Look.
Oh my gosh. It is May 20th, and it's about going on 2:30, I guess. And my brother Snake left the trail, pressed onto the Trimpy shelter, which was pretty flat, kind of like what you're seeing now. So I decided to go another 10 miles into the partnership shelter, where you can order pizza, and they have supposedly a shower and all that stuff there. So we're gonna try to push it out, but if not, there's a couple campsites along the way, and we'll just kind of go from there, I guess. A little farmer's field that we're going through right now, trying to beat the storm out a little bit, but and we'll see what happens. I already got wet about 5 or 6 times today, so it's one more time, I guess. Okay, it's May 20th. This is the partnership shelter. They have a shower in there, and over there is a bathroom, and they have a nice fire pit here, and you can order pizza from here too. So that's what we did last night. We split the cost, so it worked out pretty well. The Lindemood School. I'll show you the outside here in a second, but there's usually almost always trail magic here by the Settlers Museum. So that's pretty cool. So here's the outside of the Lindemood School. Kind of did that a little backwards, but got a little outhouse up there. Pretty nice little area. AT goes right down that way, back into the woods again. And hopefully we won't get any more rain again. It's been 41 days on the trail, and geez, about 29 of them have been nothing but rain. So here's the inside again real quick. May 21st. This is my 41st day on the trail. Just headed out of Atkins, Virginia. Over there is a little place called the Barn Restaurant, a real good place to eat. But I just did a quick resupply at one of these places, because I had pizza last night and everything. So, but we're gonna go under 81 here, as you can see, and it's another milestone. I don't know how far I'm going today. I guess we'll just go until it gets dark, or who knows, maybe even night hike a little bit. We'll see. Okay, still May 21st. Just coming out of Atkins, Virginia. And had some pretty good trail magic lately. Met up with my brother, and that was just an amazing 4 days. We got to see the ponies and all the cattle that you saw in the pictures and videos here. And so far, Lower Virginia trail's been pretty good like this. So we're just gonna keep on going and see how far we get tonight. The goal is 26 miles today. I did about 22 yesterday into the partnership shelter, had some pizza, so that was pretty good. But we'll see how far we get today, and if we don't make it to the shelter, we don't make it. We'll just set up the tent in the grass and wherever we can, and we'll go from there. So, a cow up in the distance. Just walking through pasture land, somebody's farmland. Alright, just out of the blue, there's a privy, and what looks to be used to be an old shelter or something, probably torn down or blown down or something, who knows. A couple campsites way in the back there, but yeah, we're gonna keep on going, see what happens. Just came out of that mess, and looks like we're going up into another one. Been like this all day. I don't think it's gonna clear up any for the last couple days, so yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. This is a Chestnut Knob shelter. It's May 22nd, and we actually got quite a view here. Finally starting to clear up. I'll walk over here a little bit. So we did 21 miles the other day, the day that Scott left, and then we did, I did 26 miles yesterday, and today is at least another 20, so we'll see how that goes. It's another 20 to the next shelter, so we'll see. Okay, it is May 23rd. We're crossing over US Highway 52, I think it is, and Just stopped at this little place and had some barbecue sandwiches and some Cokes. And what a great spot for a little restaurant. Perfect, about 12 miles in. About 11 miles in, have about 12 miles to go, so keep on moving, I guess. Okay, well, this is by far the worst I've seen a trail. This is going up to the Wapiti shelter. Back that way, it's just muddy. But this way, we're gonna have some fun. And that's why the trail's flooded. There's a pond up here, it looks like. And with all this ridiculous amounts of rain we've had, it doesn't surprise me any that let's see if I can get up here without falling. Oh yeah. Jesus. Oh yeah. This whole pond is definitely up there. This is the infamous Wapiti shelter. The one, if you look it up, 1981, some guy named Richard came in and killed a couple people and got convicted, second degree, or I think he did a plea bargain or something like that, in second degree murder, and got off in 15 years, and then turned around, got back out, and came around the same area and did it again. Or tried to again, or something like that. So I have to look it up. If you look up Wapiti shelter murder or something like that, it'll show up. This is what they call the Green Tunnel in Virginia. You see a lot of this. Can't really see where you're going. No views, of course. But eventually we'll come out somewhere. There's May 25th. Stopped into the Woods Hole Hostel, and everything was just completely soaked, sleeping bag and everything. So I just had to get in here and get dry. But they serve you dinner and breakfast if you want. And there's the bunkhouse and shower house. Pretty neat little spot. They grow everything here. We had salad last night. And it was just really good stuff. There it is again. So it's May 25th. Looks like the clouds have finally given in and given us a break. It's the first view we've had in about 7 days. It's just been raining non-stop. So go over on this side. This is just a big power line thing. It's just the whole trail and everything's just been completely washed out. It's just been crazy. But we just trudge through it and dry out when you can. And there's a good view of the other side.
That was really accidental, actually.
Finally starting to get some views. Just above Pearsburg. Cool. May 26th. Doing pretty good today so far. Stopped at it's been pretty flat for the most part, so I think. So we're going for 25 miles again today, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just thought this was cool, so I kind of wanted to show you guys. It's Saturday, May 27th. Yesterday we did complete the 25.8 miles that we planned on. It was pretty easy going for the most part. Didn't really have to push ourselves or anything, and still got into camp by 6 o'clock. Wasn't really much to see or do. There was one spot that was Really nice, real overlooking. That was in the last video. But today we're shooting for another 25 miles-ish. We're trying to get into Catawba by Sunday and stay at the Four Pines Hostel. It's basically, from what I understand, this guy has a detached garage and built a bunkhouse out of it, so that'll be pretty neat. And it's a donation based only according to the book, but we'll hook the guy up. He gives rides downtown into all you can eat buffet, which is supposed to be like phenomenal, and you know, $3 laundry, $3 shower, that kind of thing. So we're gonna end up getting in there early, and just as soon as we go over, let's see, Sunday, yeah, tomorrow we'll go over the Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, which is the most photographed point on the AT, and the Tinker Cliffs. So that'll be pretty interesting. He's a big one.
Yeah. Anybody want to see me play Steve Irwin?
No. So we just did a 3-mile climb. It's Saturday, March 27th. 7th. And 3-mile climb, 2,000 feet, and hardly any water, and then we run into something like this. They've got just pizzas and hot dogs and anything you can want. Just totally amazing. I cannot thank these guys enough. I got sodas and beer and pizzas and hot dogs, beans, you name it. Awesome. Today's Monday the 29th. We just got off the McAfee Knob, which is somewhere in that general vicinity. We walked this ridge line all the way down, and now we're on Tinker Cliffs. And you get just a beautiful view today. Almost. This is one of my favorite parts of the AT right here.